is anything changing, or are you just changing the pair of glasses you're wearing? Because if we are in fact whole and we are one, then you are. Welcome back to One's journey of unwinding the mind and, of course, your daily microdose. Now tune in to the latest episode of One's journey. Today I want to talk about, do others really change? Or is it that we put a different pair of glasses on? You're probably like, Ashley, what are you talking about? Let me tell you a little story. So not a long time ago, I went back home to visit my family. And I've really been working on being the observer. And when I talk about being the observer, it's that understanding that we are watching a movie and we can either watch it with the Holy Spirit and Jesus, or we can watch it with the ego. And when we are watching it with the ego, it's really about being reactionary and attempting to manipulate others and change them and influence them and really just manipulate everything around us, impact it. But then when we watch the movie with Jesus and the Holy Spirit, it's like we get this opportunity to sit back, choose our perspective, and eat popcorn. Because if we're watching it with the ego, we're constantly trying to mold everything, and our hands aren't free. And I love popcorn. Maybe you want to eat something else. But when we're sitting back and we're really just being that observer with Jesus and understanding that the only thing we have control over is our perspective of the situation, I can eat loads and loads of popcorn. You can eat loads and loads of your own treats because you are no longer trying to manipulate. You are not being the reactor. Instead, you are just being the observer. So I went home and I really made a conscious effort of becoming the observer. I think our families are some of the most strongest mirrors we have that tend to prickle us the most and reactivate us back to the version of ourselves that really lived in that state of fear and the ego. It was the most beautiful experience ever. My family listened to my way of thinking and was open to different thoughts, and we had an amazing time. And I thought for a moment, I was like, because I always viewed my family very much in a state of fear and scarcity. They watch the news a lot and murder mysteries and, are really caught up in the recent tragic events that are occurring to the point that it impacts their own internal state of being. And I was like, how could this be? How could I see such a different version of them? I don't think they've been doing work. I don't think they've been intentionally shifting the way they view things. And then I had this deep internal knowingness. We talk all the time about how we can intellectualize these concepts, but intellectualization is so different than that deep understanding and knowingness. And if you haven't experienced the deep understanding and knowingness yet, don't build up shame and guilt. It took me a long time to especially experience it with my family and to understand it from this perspective. So know that intellectualizing is the first step because it's bringing that awareness to it. And then it's about the integration. And then all of a sudden you feel this aha moment of, shit, were they always this way? I was just viewing them through the ego's lens. We talk about Jesus and Buddha and all these people that became enlightened and how the people around them wrote their story, but the people around them weren't enlightened yet. So the way they wrote the story was from the ego lens. But if they would have checked in with Buddha or Jesus or Ram Dass or Mother Teresa and said, hey, did I write your story correctly? Well, we are taught when you are to that place of full understanding that you are the dreamer of the dream, you don't even see the ego anymore. So when you don't even see the ego anymore, they can't correct anything because they see nothing wrong. But that person is still coming from a place of ego for someone who is looking through their ego glasses. You guys know I'm a very visual person. So when I think about this, I think about putting on a different pair of glasses. Which glasses am I viewing this person through right now? My ego glasses or the Holy Spirit glasses? And holy shit, friends, I don't think people change. because we're taught we're whole, right? That we contain the Holy Spirit within, but we also have this ego belief system that is this illusion that makes us look at a body and that we're separate and all of this. So when I have my illusion lenses on, I see you from the state of fear. Therefore, I see your fear. I see your separation, your sacrifice, because that's the viewer I'm looking through. But when I put my Holy Spirit lenses on, no matter if you appear to the rest of the world that you are very much in fear, all I can see is spirit. All I can see is love and oneness. It is so freaking beautiful. So I encourage you to start paying attention to, is anything changing, or are you just changing the pair of glasses you're wearing? Because if we are in fact whole and we are one, then you are always just as much spirit as you are ego. But it depends on which, like if we're talking about you personally, it depends on which perspective you're taking, which belief system you're choosing. But then the people we are observing, right, which are truly one, this is part of the illusion, our observation of them can either be ego or Holy Spirit, your higher self. So which glasses do you want to wear? And when you see someone in this state of fear and pain and sacrifice and suffering, and you can still see them there, but have the Holy Spirit lens on, and it doesn't identify with you. It's a different feeling. It's a feeling of empathy, and that's when you really see people's cries for love, right? Doesn't mean you see everybody as loving and happy, but the Holy Spirit sees it as a cry for love that it truly is, instead of this like uncomfortable, icky place to be. So which glasses do you have on? And how can you ask the Holy Spirit, ask Jesus for assistance to watch the movie with them? Hand it over. Say, I want to take my ego glasses off and I want to watch the movie with you because I want to eat my freaking popcorn. When you have your ego glasses on, you are trying to manipulate and react. But when you are watching the movie with the Holy Spirit and Jesus, you are so much in the observer. And it's just, oh, you guys, I keep saying it's beautiful. It was so beautiful coming back from that trip and realizing like, shit, all of my life I've had the opportunity to put a different pair of glasses on and actually enjoy my time. Not that I don't enjoy my time with my family, but I will say, as I've been working more and more on myself, it's been hard to go there. But it was never them. It was always me. I would love to hear your thoughts on this. Have you ever experienced that? Are you now experiencing it now that you watch this video? Share, because I think, you guys, this is a really great nugget, and I think this is probably one of the most impactful things of realization. We always know it's all about us. We always know someone is a mirror for us. But they can only mirror your ego if you've got your ego glasses on. If I go look in the mirror right now and I've got my pink shades on, I'm going to see pink shades. But if I go look in the mirror and I've got blue shades on, I'm going to see blue shades. So it's the same concept. I hope this video was helpful. I would love to chat more about this. I will say on November's live Q&A of 2023, we dove deep in it and had a wonderful, beautiful discussion with those that were on. So I highly encourage you to either upgrade to the higher level, or if you already are, go check out November 2023's live discussion. It is really cool. But as always, friends, share any topics you would like to discuss, and always remember you are worth it, and I am so grateful for you. Thank you. Bye.